social media, politics, social justice, corporate social justice. Welcome to an introduction of marketing. This is Mark Spielis. And in this introduction podcast, I'm going to introduce you to some basic marketing concepts, as well as give you a short evolution of marketing and these 4 phases that marketing has gone through. So you may be asking yourself, why? Why should I study marketing? Why should I have interest in this course? So marketing is an important element of business today, and especially important post-pandemic. It's a great career option if you're considering or you're not really sure still what direction you should go as far as a career. Great career opportunities in marketing has a huge impact on society. So just understanding how it impacts society today and how marketing is behind a lot of societal impacts today, including public policy around healthcare, freedom, and our laws. We see this today in Michigan with the cannabis industry in Michigan and how marketing has been used to influence lawmakers and society in general towards the adoption of cannabis. So when we refer to marketing, marketing is this exchange process or this process that involves the exchange of goods or services for money. It involves products or services that create value for the buyer. So the buyer makes this exchange. And so we're referring to this act or process of buying or selling a product. So when we look at the evolution of marketing, there's 4 different philosophies involved in marketing. And each one of these has evolved over time, starting with the production philosophy. The production philosophy is focused on what we make, the product itself, the product and only the product. The sales philosophy is focused on just selling. So we have a product and now we're just going to focus on selling that product. The evolution takes us to the marketing element or the marketing philosophy, which is listening to the customer and understanding what's important to the customer and satisfying the customer and or the organization that we're selling to. And lastly, we're seeing this societal marketing that's happening today, starting around 2000, where companies are focused on the individual, the consumer, but as well as society and how they can impact society with their product. So again, and I'm going to recap each one of those 4. The production orientation focuses on a company and the product they produce, their internal capabilities to produce a product. Demand is high for their product. They can produce it and they don't necessarily have to do a lot of marketing around their product. We saw this in the early 1920s with new products as they came out. An example of that was the Model T. So Henry Ford, as fast as he could produce the Model Ts, the middle class was evolving and people were buying the Model T. One phrase that Henry Ford has, people can have any Model T in any color as long as it's black. So this goes to epitomize the production philosophy of just producing products without really a regard for the customer. There wasn't a need there. The customers demanded the product. In the late 30s, companies started to evolve into a sales orientation where not only were they producing the products, but they were employing sales staff. So they were, in the example of Ford, they were using dealerships, and the dealerships were out there selling the Model Ts and selling different colors even of Model Ts. Okay, so, but again, it was focused on just selling, not necessarily what the customer wanted. That takes us to post-World War II, where companies were a lot more focused on the consumer. So they started to ask, what's important to you? How can I sell? So in addition to this dealership, what other services could I provide for you? Perhaps repair, perhaps the exchange of your used car for a new car. So creating this value-added proposition through the dealerships that created value for customers. So this marketing orientation starts to focus on what's important to the customer. When we look at tools an organization uses to achieve its goals, we'll refer to the 4 P's of marketing. As we break down the 4 P's of marketing, product, price, promotion, and place, the sales organizations are focused on only one of those. That would be the promotion. As organizations evolved, this is when the 4 P's of marketing also evolved. Organizations began to focus on all 4 elements of the marketing mix: product, price, promotion, and place. So market-oriented organizations focus on this nice mix, this nice blend of the 4 P's of marketing. Okay, so we'll continue to refer to these 4 P's. It's a way for a firm to connect with their target market, their customers, through blending the right product in the right place at the right price, and then promoting it to support all the remaining 3 elements. Societal organization is an evolution that took place within marketing over the last 20 years. And organizations today, especially today, are focused on not just the products, but how those products help society and help people feel good about the products that they purchase. So as an example here with Patagonia, don't buy this jacket, right? We don't want you to buy something that you don't necessarily need, because it may not be good for the long-term interest of society. A lot of times companies are trying to project an image that, hey, we're about the planet, or we're about society, or clean air. So we see a lot of the societal orientation today. Societal orientation involves the company focused on profits, their consumers, the 4 P's of marketing, but also society, human welfare. So it combines this approach where we're focused on profits, of making a profit. We're focused on our consumers, what they want, but we're also focusing on perhaps the environment, or we're focused on clean air, or social justice. Hopefully this gives you a good overview of an introduction to marketing, as well as the evolution that's taken place within marketing. This is Mark Spielis. Thanks for joining me on the podcast. Make it a great day. Thank you.